Hi, hello, and welcome. I am definitely not Vlad, and you're watching me pug my way to 2.8k rating on an Enhancement Shaman in Dragonflight Season 2. And yes, before I even get started, it is a new transmog, obviously. I decided to rock something different because I got tired of looking at 17 polygons total across my weapons and armor. As cool as the Tier 5 set is, I just needed something different. When I first decided to get the Tier 5 set, I didn't know that I would be running such a storm build or whatever. I just didn't know enough about Enhancement Shamans back then. Knowing that I'm basically lightning and physical damage based now, I kind of went for a different thing. I wanted something lightning based. I couldn't find anything that looks good on a Tauren, so I ended up settling for this, and it turns out this is a pretty good set for Tauren because on his back you can't actually see the mane underneath. So I finally have this, like, I guess it's a hood or something, I don't know, but this thing on my back, it's hiding my back hair, which I really like, because I just hated how most sets looked with a Tauren. The weapons are not part of the Elemental Storm. This is the Elemental Storm thing, right? From Forbidden Reach, or it's from Elemental Storms. Forbidden Reach one is green, but you can kind of easily get this in the Forbidden Reach. The weapons are from Blackrock Foundry on Heroic mode. That took a few runs to try and get these, but I'm very happy with how my transmog looks now. My guy, you got fleas or something. You keep scratching yourself. You need to calm down. Anyway, that's enough about my transmog. We're gonna go ahead and just try and do some 20s because we gotta finish the series this week. By the way, if you enjoy the series, drop a like. Let me know what you like about it in the comments. I read all of those. I really appreciate them. I respond to the vast majority. Also, if you're not subscribed and you keep checking out the videos, do consider changing that. Oh, one more thing. I have a poll going right now, which is basically asking you guys whether you want me to play a healer or a caster DPS next. There's been a lot of people in the comments asking for that. And when I did my poll for where Enhancement Shaman won, a lot of people were trying to get me to play caster DPS or a healer. Right now, the poll, the way it's going, it looks like it's going to be a healer. So make sure you get your vote in so that you can decide what I play next. Whichever of the two doesn't win is going to be the one after the next series. So series 4 is going to be whatever wins this poll, and series 5 is going to be the other thing that didn't win. So if a healer wins, in series 4 I'll play a healer, and in series 5 I'll play a caster DPS, and vice versa. You get the idea. There will be a follow-up poll that's going to determine which class and spec specifically I play. So what do we need to do? We need to do an Uldaman, that's for sure. Like, I absolutely must do an Uldaman 20 because I don't have the portal. I also have to do an Eltharis 20 because I don't have a portal. It's Tyrannical week. I think it's Sanguine and what's the other one? Volcanic. So it's basically just Sanguine. I don't give a shit about Volcanic. Volcanic is such an easy thing to deal with. Oh, and I need to, oh, and I got the little wolfy, I'm a blue wolf now because I'm blue, dabu-dee dabu-die. That was the most unenthusiastic singing I've heard in my life. But we need to open the vault. Are we set to enhancement? Yes, we are. I like to double check that. It's a good habit to get into because I've opened the vault for the wrong spec far too many times. I didn't do any rating this week, or last week, I guess. We have Loop of Pulsing Veins, Haste Mastery, big time, 447. That is very nice, but I'd prefer more mastery, to be honest. This would replace a Spore Cloak, so heck no. These bracers I have crafted, so the only thing I can really get is this. I would lose 425 mastery. I would gain haste. Do I just go for the socket instead? Would that be the right call? Well, when in doubt, sim it out. Okay, as I suspected, the Vault Ring at 447 is a 0.1% DPS increase, so that's 137 DPS, while this is about 600 DPS, give or take 50, 60. So getting the bracer socket, or getting the socket and putting it on the bracer, or getting the stats from that socket is actually more DPS. But one thing I just realized is I do not actually have a primary stat gem, and I keep forgetting those exist, to be honest with you. So I need to get one of those, and we'll put that in the bracer and it'll be even more DPS increase. So we're gonna go for the socket. Even though we have 3 myth items to choose from, we're gonna go with the socket. We're going to grab these 6 aspect tokens of merit. We're going to talk to this guy. We're going to say, give me the volcanic sculptor. We're going to use that volcanic sculptor on the bracer. Yes, I want to upgrade it. And now I need to go see which gem I need to craft. Okay, so we want a skillful illimited diamond, which is going to give us 75 agility and 66 mastery. We're going to track that recipe, buy the mats we need, get it crafted, and get going. I got a lot of dungeons to run in this episode, I think. I'm going to try to get 4 of them done, which is going to be a lot. I'll commentate 2 of them, and hopefully it all works out. I'd like to just run 4 dungeons today and not have to run 15 dungeons to get 4 20s timed. I'd much prefer that. Did we get a key? We did get a key. We got a 21 Uldaman Legacy of Tyr. I feel like I'm going to try and run that instead of dropping it. Why? Because I'm going to need 21s timed. And if I do end up dropping it, what I can do is I can time the 20 then, hopefully. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think I'll talk to you once I'm in the Uldaman. Getting started with an Uldaman Legacy of Tier plus 21 with the group you see on the screen, hoping for the best. We gave it the good old cottage try. People are kind of piecing out now. It wasn't like, it wasn't a horrible run in the sense of people are just not doing what they're supposed to do. It's just a hard key. So we had a hard time getting through it. I didn't make a good team comp. We didn't have a battle res. I have this thing where I just completely forget that battle reses are a thing in the game. I just don't invite any class that can battle res. And then I end up in a situation where somebody makes a mistake and we end up having to kill a boss with 4 people from like 20% or whatever. That happened with Bromac. I don't blame anyone for anything in this run. I think everyone performed okay. Overall, Sanguine did 41 million and we were at the 3rd boss when we decided to call it quits. Nobody was angry or anything. We just kind of, I think we died to dots and overlap of slam with a dot. We just couldn't keep everyone up, even with my ancestral guidance and the vampiric embrace. And that's okay. It's a rough key, so it's normal that people don't manage to time it sometimes. So I'm not upset about not timing this. That being said, I feel like we could have done a bit better with the Sanguine. I did a mistake of stunning the Rusty Custodians on top of a Sanguine pool. When you stun them while they're empowered, they get stunned for longer, so they just basically healed like 40% of their HP in that pool. That was a huge mistake by me. That cost us a lot of time. But what ended up being like the wipe point, or rather the call it quits point, was when 2 people went down on the Snake Lady boss. I tried to rotate my cooldowns, but I got 2 dots in a row. I did manage to keep myself up with some self heals, but the priest got 2 dots, and I think that took the priest out, the the shadow priest. I was expecting to have a better time with the augmentation evoker in the group because he can sort of help the group survive, but apparently it just isn't enough, and the bleed from the Snake Lady boss is too much. But that's enough jibber jabber about what went wrong. We're gonna try and do it on 20. If we don't manage to do it on 20, I'll start joining other people's keys. I don't really feel like pushing up a key. I just want to join some 20s and do 20s. All right, the tank wants to do the whole stealth through tactic, so he's going to go all the way to basilisks, I guess, or these basilisks, and then come and bring them back over here. We're going to hope for the best. The last time the tank tried this, I did not have a great time, so we're just going to hope that this tank doesn't mess up. At least their name is not toxic. That's something, right? Okay, they're half health. Are they in cat form or something? There's survival instincts. Stoneskin Totem's going to go down right away. Okay, I'm looking for that chain lightning in the back. I want to interrupt that. Tank does not understand line of sighting. That's a bit of a pain in the ass. I don't know if I should be afraid here or not. Okay, we're just going to drop everything. I'm going to try and dispel these guys. Drop the stun totem. This is going to be interesting to deal with, considering the fact that they're going to drop Sanguine. I hope they get knocked back here soon once the Sanguine pools start dropping. Okay, we're moving with the Sanguine. I'm going to kick this chain lightning. Chain lightning is what I'm afraid of. Reckless thing went through, so everything's taking extra damage now. Here's the Sanguine pulls starting to drop. I'm going to knock this up, try and finish it off. There we go. Oof, I'm going to die to that. I'm not going to use reincarnation here. I'm just going to run. Well, that went a lot better than I expected it to. But I'm going to now skip until the last boss, because if I commentate every dungeon, we're going to have a 4-hour video, and I don't want that. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. We're going to kick this so it doesn't stand in Sanguine. I don't know, man. 2 seconds left, and that's the boss. Yeah, dead key. I don't know, man. The tank had a point in the dungeon where he pulled, where they pulled like crazy. Like, they straight up just held W for like 4 packs of trash and chain pulled in a Sanguine and got to the one mob that does the earthquake, and we just got absolutely wrecked by that group. Like, we just wiped straight up, and he decided to do that, they decided to do that on Sanguine, and it just, well, we see how it worked out. We're gonna help out the mage with a heal. It does not help that the mage is doing less damage than the tank. They came as a 3-man pre-made, and I think I see why. The mage is inexperienced and is trying to get carried by their tank friend. Which, you know, people do that. That's fine. I'm gonna use defensive here, because wing buffet, whatever. I'm gonna use my group heal, trying to not stand in shit. Sand breath is coming through, which is very scary, and that's the boss dead. We could have timed this. We could have timed this if just the tank wasn't so greedy about a pull. But so I went 3 key levels up, and it was untimed, and I got 6 rating. That's how bad that was. Alright, we're starting a 20 Brackenhide with the group you see on the screen. We're gonna hope for the best. Well, that didn't really work out. The group had decent DPS, everything was fine. The tank was over pulling and not handling Sanguine correctly, however. We had, and just in this last pull, we had 25 million healing with Sanguine. The entirety of the dungeon, the tank was not handling Sanguine correctly. They were moving once the mobs started getting healed, instead of moving when the mobs get low on HP. But to be fair, I'm recording this on Thursday. People sometimes need a bit of time to get used to the affixes for the week. It could have been this tank's first run on a Demon Hunter, on Sanguine, on this key level. So there could be a lot of factors contributing to the fact that they were just not positioning correctly and not kiting correctly. But it's been 3 runs now and every tank's been doing the same. So I don't know how much slack I can cut them. Anyway, I'm going to try and get into another 20, but I think I'm going to take a break first because I just bricked 3 keys and I really don't feel like doing another one. Getting ready to do a 20 halls of Infusion with the group you see on the screen. I had a little bit of a break, hopefully my mental reset, because I was getting pretty, I don't know, I was getting down because it was rough. 3 bricks in a row, you know, you get down. But hopefully this is our first time and we get to just chillax after that. I feel so stupid for having used Bloodlust. Basically what happened was I had 1 second of sated left and I used my Bloodlust. So you see it's on cooldown, but this is for 3 more minutes. That means we should have 8 minutes of sated, but I derped out. But yeah, it was a good run. I'm actually keen on doing more with these guys. I don't feel like I was carried. I did okay DPS wise. I did great kick wise. Just waiting to see if people want to do more or not. It would seem they do not. I'll be the annoying kid and I'll ask twice. It doesn't look like they're doing more. They're just talking about loot, so I am going to leave. That's unfortunate. That Druid healer was freaking sick. But yeah, we finally timed something. It was the Halls of Infusion. That's pretty nice to get out of the way because that's a rough one. Uldaman is also going to be a nightmare, but at least one of the nightmares is done. I'm curious what Neltharis is going to be like. But yes, on to new victories. Let us go find another dungeon to run. All right, we're doing a 21 Underrot with the group you see on the screen. Oh, Jones is actually the person I was just in a Halls of Infusion with. That's genuine coincidence. I was applying to a bunch of groups. I think that might be the reason I got invited because I did okay in that Halls of Infusion, I think. That's cool. And they also needed a Bloodlust, so I think that's another reason. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Hi, Editing Vlad here. I somehow managed to lose both the audio tracks of this, in the sense of I lost the in-game audio track and my voiceover, so I'm now recording after the fact while editing. Basically, it's a ++21 key that we managed to pull off. The group was amazing. We had another amazing Resto Druid. It was really good. It just goes to show when you have a group that knows what to do, 21 keys feel like 14 keys. It's so easy. I just wish I had fully commentated this run because this would have been just amazing. Just a really good showcase of what a smooth run actually looks like. Alas, 'twas not meant to be. Okay, so we finally made use of the rule that we have, that we can stay with a pug group for 1 more run if I'm not being carried. With this damage distribution, I feel like I'm not being carried. I'm up there with them. I can't recall the interrupts. Let me see. Maybe I did okay on the interrupt. Yeah, I did okay on the interrupts as well. I have the shortest cooldown interrupt, so I naturally have more. We're going last boss first. Well, not last boss first, but last boss third. So the 4th boss is the 3rd boss, and the 3rd boss will be the 4th boss. So the 3rd boss will be the last boss, even though the last boss is the 3rd boss. You get it? I think I get it. We're going to kick that just so it moves over with the rest of the group. I'm going to drop a stun totem. I think I missed some enemies with that. That's okay. We have a bunch of cast bars going through, so we're going to use Sundering. We have this coming through. That's unfortunate. We're going to kick this. We're looking at this one now to knock it back if necessary. We're going to knock everything back just to get it out of Sanguine. This guy's done casting. We need to move him out of Sanguine. There we go. I don't know if that knockback helped or didn't, but I feel like it did. And at the end of the day, it's how you feel about something. It's not the truth of the matter. We kicked that so the tank can move the officer, so he's not standing there casting Painful Motivation when he's standing in Sanguine. We have another knockback. I'm going to use another knockback just to get that thing away from the boss. Or the boss. I guess he is basically a freaking boss. These officers are so scary. Maybe it wasn't the call to do that, but now it's too late. I genuinely don't know if I'm helping or hindering with these knockbacks. Yeah, like, really. My intent is to help, but am I succeeding is a completely different matter, isn't it? All right, I'm looking at the Stormcaller. Going to put focus on Stormcaller. We're going to look at the Enforcer. We're going to drop a Stone Skin Totem, so when the Enforcer does his AoE, it's reduced by 10% because it's physical damage. We're going to interrupt the focus target because he was casting his big AoE. Thundering Squall. And we're going to drop a Stun Totem on top of that. Warlock has the same idea. He used his AoE interrupt. Looking at the dogs, I'm going to try and knock back the dogs when they get really low, like right about now. And then the ranged can take care of that, hopefully. I'm going to drop a slow totem to keep them kited. We just want them to stay away from the guys that can do the hard casts, right? There we go. Okay. The hard cast in the sense of you cannot interrupt them. I fricked up my globals. I'm trying not to swear as much, so that's why I've been doing the quack thing. The Enforcer gets a bit of sanguine healing, but that's okay. Nice. Okay, we're gonna Bloodlust on pull. Okay, we're gonna Bloodlust on 66% HP. I'm going to drop all my shit right off the bat, and then whatever I have for the Bloodlust, I have for the Bloodlust, because I cannot gauge how quickly we're gonna get to P2, but from the looks of it, it's gonna be pretty damn quick. Yeah, fuck it, we're gonna Bloodlust now, because we got cooldowns rolling, I guess. Because it's going down very, very, very quickly. I hope that we didn't make the last phase hard now, but we're gonna save our healing cooldown. Oh, I'm gonna knock you back, buddy. No, none of that business. You're gonna get slowed as well. Druid got his roots on it. That's good. We good. It's gonna blow up before it reaches anyone. Okay, this is where I would have bloodlusted. I feel like this might have been the call, but then nobody would have really had cooldowns for it, so I don't know. It's weird. Okay, there's a stun totem on it as well. I do have a knockback if necessary. I don't think it will be, but so I can save my knockback for the next one. Healer keeps kind of going down. I don't think we have a battle res available for the healer right now. We're gonna drop a slow totem in the back. Ooh, how the heck did that get pulled? That's a reset. Harlan, sweetie, reset. Do we keep go? Like, I don't understand what's going on. I guess we're gonna skip some trash by killing these guys. I'm looking at the oarsman. I don't know. This was very confusing. I'm gonna use my group heal here so we don't die while the healer's coming back. I'm just so confused. Sorry. Like, this was such a confusing moment. Like, what the frick happened here? I'm still confused. Like, I'm just trying to do my rotation. I don't know. Boss should be respawning here soon. Well, we don't have Bloodlust for it this time, so now I don't have to think about it. That was weird. That was very weird. Okay, tank is going right down the middle because we don't need big pulls because we had the extra pull on the other side. We have our buff going and everything. I'm going to drop a stun totem right on top of him. Screw him. Interrupt that whirlwind thing. And we're going to keep dropping all our cooldowns on cooldown. Are we fighting the clock? I don't think we are. Last boss shouldn't be that hard, or rather the shark boss shouldn't be that bad, right? As long as people don't mess up too much about getting hit by the things. Okay, we ran into another group. That's interesting. We're going to drop a slow totem down in case we need a kite, because I had some globals available. I may as well use it on something utility-like. We're going to knock everything back while it's casting the blind rage. We're going to slow this blind rage guy. Okay, we're using Ursol's Vortex on top of Sanguine. Not the best, maybe. We have a stun totem that's going to go down here. That patrol is scary, but it's far enough away that we don't have to worry about it. I wasn't ready to get the extra group in, honestly. I'm going to hold my Sundering until the Scrappers do the Blinding Rage again. There it is, Blind Rage. We're going to do the Sundering. That's going to interrupt both of them. We're looking at the big guy now. I'm going to have to knock these little guys back when they get very low. Okay, I'm gonna go start. You guys can figure out the knockbacks and everything. I'm going to start it like so. That's a good call. Ideally, healers do that, but you gotta do what you gotta do. We're gonna slow the Scrapper. We're gonna kill this guy. I didn't manage to knock that back. Okay, this guy's not casting anything, so we're good. Oh, he's casting that big thing. Okay, did I just body pull that? I just body pulled that. Oh, that's an extra patrol. Reset question mark, like that's a really big pull. I don't know, man. Oh Jesus, defensive. This is so scary. Frost blast. Okay, I got knocked back. I'm gonna use my Torrent stun just to get the hell out of there more than anything. Okay, the stun totem is not off cooldown yet. This is such a fucking shit show. I'm so sorry. So much for not swearing. Oh Jesus, please doggos save me. I'm gonna use the doggos. I'm getting hit by blind rage. Don't have a defensive up. We're gonna knock everything back just to give us some breathing room. Holy shit. Frost Blast, I gotta kick that. That's a big AoE. I'm gonna use the group heals, try to start beating the shit out of them. I went down, but I'm gonna release immediately. Gonna mount up because that's faster than using Ghost Wolf to get there. I'm gonna use the slow totem, help this guy kite. Looking at the guys in the back to see if they're casting Frost Blast. That guy's casting Frost Blast. We're gonna interrupt that. I don't have my knockback available. Blinding Rage is going over there. It got stunned. Okay. Frost Blast is going through. I'm going to knock that back just to prevent the Frost Blast going through. Okay, we're going to send doggos after these guys. Sick them. Get them, boys. These guys need to die because if one of those Frost Blasts goes through, we're going to get slowed and then we can't kite them anymore. And if we can't kite them anymore, it might get bad. But now the group is relatively small. I think I just fucking bricked this key, man. Ah, no, dude. It was going well and then we had the reset on that boss and then whatnot. I don't know. We have 95%. We need to get this big quickly. Somebody grab it. There we go. Good job. We need 5% more. So these two guys should be enough along with Ludwig von Tertollen. We need to pull into Ludwig von Tertollen immediately. 3 minutes for this, dude. We're gonna have Bloodlust, but I don't know. These guys better pump like they never pumped before. I'm not gonna use Doom Winds or anything here. I'm gonna use Doom Winds on Ludwig. Shell bounce coming through. Ludwig luckily didn't cast it while standing in Sanguine. 2 minutes 50 for one more boss. I don't know. I feel like I bricked the key there. I mean, we needed percent either way, but I feel like that wasn't the best way to get the percent, right? I don't know if that was efficient enough. The reset on last boss, that was freaking massive. I think we did it like in third phase, so we had to kill the last boss like 1.6 times basically. I'm gonna Sundering here, just try to kill this guy as quickly as possible. 2 minutes. By the time he walks out, we just don't have enough time. It looks like it's a brick. Ah man, I'm so sorry. Butt pull. I was running away from Crusher Slam. Yeah, it doesn't look like we'll time it. The reset on the last boss was too much, along with my crazy ass body pull. I don't know how much the body pull affected it, but I don't think it helped. I'm gonna drop a movement speed totem here. We just lost the paladin. We do have a battle res for it, I believe. Maybe not. I don't know. Either way, it's bricked. So that was it was so sad. Like, everyone's in good spirits. It was a fun run anyway, is what I wrote to the group. I just wish I got more rating out of it. How much rating did I get anyway? Let me scroll up in chat. I got 11 rating. Oh man, pretty poo-poo. That's pretty poo-poo, I gotta admit. Just gonna go quickly upgrade and then I'll find something else to run. Friends, I am beginning to lose it. The salt, it knows no bounds. I must focus on the Zug-Zug. The Zug-Zug will keep me going. Surely we will time another 20, and surely I would make this a less cursed week. I got plenty of time. We can do this. I trust. I trust. We have a Demon Hunter tank, so I'm always worried about ripping aggro because I've been killed one too many times by Demon Hunters not being able to hold aggro early on. I'm not too worried about the Wind Fury Totem because it's just me that really benefits from it of the DPS. I'm tunneling into the Mistral because, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't. I'm going to use my defensive because I'm getting punched in the face. Tank, look for your taunt button. It's the one that makes the enemies hit you instead of whoever else they're hitting. Thank you. Well done. I think he had to open his spellbook to find that one, because that took a second. Tank's already beating up the next group. I'm just going to try and finish this off before it reaches that group so that it doesn't drop a Sanguine pull underneath anything. Yes, bring them to it so that they can get healed by the Sanguine pull it drops. Very good. Tank just jumped in to get knocked up. Okay. Some interesting and creative tanking by this tank, that's for sure. I think if they made Volcanic do much more damage, it would be a lot more menacing of a affix. Right now, the way it is, like, nobody really gives a shit about Volcanic. The only way Volcanic kills you is if you're standing in something and you accidentally get knocked up because you forget Volcanic is happening. Like, I'll be honest with you, I do not check the ground for Volcanic. If I got knocked up, I'm just like, oh right, it's that affix. I just gotta keep going. Oh yeah, okay, there's the Sanguine healing. There's the Sanguine healing. Oh, and there's the Cloud Guard. Ooh, that's juicy. Let's see, can we get the 50%? Nope, 40. 40 is fine. All right, we're gonna drop all our DPS on here. I'm just gonna wait until we reach these guys. We're gonna drop a stun totem really quick, just for good measure. Well, of course he's going to do his knock-up, so I have to step away. But now we can Zug-Zug. We're going to drop Doom Winds into Sundering, into Crash Lightning, into Chain Lightning, into more Crash Lightning. Okay, we're going to knock these guys back because I do not want to deal with them being in Sanguine. I don't need to kill them twice. I prefer not to, in fact. We're going to kick this or Wind Bolt, whatever the heck it is. We're hoping one of the two evokers knows how to use a knockback. There we go. He knows. Very good. Well done, friend. I'm very salty and I apologize. This is probably annoying to watch, but man, it's been a long day. I have aggro. I'm just standing here waiting for the tank to open the spellbook and find the taunt button again. I have a defensive rolling. Maybe I should just drop my Earth Elemental totem. It's not a totem, Vlad. It's just an Earth Elemental. But yeah, that would hold aggro probably better than this tank. Knock these guys back again. I don't think that was me per se, because they just moved a tiny little bit. It was the Druid. I see the Typhoon debuff. Okay, it was the Druid. I kind of want to Bloodlust this, to be fair. Okay, I just need to not hit things. Hold on. Luckily, it's doing the knock-up, so the tank has some time to hit it. I'm going to kick this because I don't want it to hit me. I don't think it was looking at me. I don't have a way to stop that. I did have a way to stop that. I have my Tyrant stun. I've been forgetting about that lately. I used to use it a lot more before. All right, I have my Sundering available. We're going to wait for this Gust Soldier to try and cast this thing right now. Please don't kill me. Thank you. Okay, that was good. I'm trying to save my knockback so that I can get these Gust Soldiers away from the guy. Like right about now, I want them to go away so that they don't... I didn't do it fast enough and somebody didn't stop DPSing. Maybe it was me, honestly. At this point, I'm just lost in the sauce. I'm so tired of today. I'm being very whiny and very salty. But you know, sometimes you have days like that, right? And you got to perform through that as well. If you want to push your rating like this for a video. Cloud Guard is coming through, so I'm just not even going to bother. I can use my group heal here and my Doom Winds. And my kick on this, I can't... Torrent stun? Yes. We have an augmentation evoker, and we just do not have knockups or anything going through. I do not understand. There we go. We got a knockup just there. That's good. That's something. It's more than I've noticed so far. Maybe they've been doing knockups the entire time, and I'm just talking shit. You know what? I'm going to stop looking at what other people can do. That seems like a good idea, and I'm just going to look at what I can do to make the situation better. And if I can't do anything, well, that sucks. I'm not going to talk shit about other people not doing what they could be doing, because it's getting to a point where I'm starting to get like toxic and annoying. So here all I can really do at the moment is do a shit ton of DPS so that these die a bit quicker. I don't have my group heal, which is the only way I can really contribute meaningfully to this group right now. None of the affixes require anything from me. We're just gonna hope that the tank starts moving right about now, because if this guy starts casting the channel... Okay, good. He didn't start casting the channel. Okay, a little bit worried about that lurking tempest in the back. Okay, it's submerged or whatever the heck it is, and we don't have to worry about it right now. Healer is at full mana. That's beautiful. I am going to Bloodlust. Somebody beat me to it. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to Wind Fury Totem into Doggos, into Doom Winds, into Storm Strike spam. We should be able to get the Sundering through during the Doom Winds. There we go. We got it. Very nice. It's just main hand weapon strikes is what you're looking for when you're doing Doom Winds. We have new Doggos available. We're going to keep spamming the shit out of that. We're going to kick that because it's targeting someone other than the tank. To be honest, I just kicked because I saw that I had my kickoff cooldown. And I knew that the boss was casting because I saw the cast bar with peripheral vision. I'm tunneling really hard on this. I do have my group heal available. I'll use it on the next intermission. We are spread out around the boss. That's very good, because that means we can cancel out all of the, what are they called? Lurking Tempests. I have a nice little proc going, so I can keep spamming Wind Strike. Very nice. Looking to kick the next lightning bolt. There is no next lightning bolt. We're going to cast our group heal, and we're going to go to town. We have a proc going, so we're going to heal a lot. We had a gap in the proc of wind strike, so we used our Doggos in the middle of that. Otherwise, you want to just keep spamming Wind Strike, because you want to get as many globals in on Wind Strike and Storm Strike as well as you can. We have Doggos available. We're going to use Doggos, kick this lightning bolt because it seems to be targeting me. I'm going to drop Doom Winds into Sundering, into more Storm Strikes. Just make sure I keep moving to the right. That's the best thing you can do here, is because there's a pattern to the orbs where if you keep, like, if they're coming at you, you can just move to the right and avoid them completely. I am going to look to use a healing potion if necessary. I'm going to try and heal along with our friend here, because I think both him and I were out of juice for that one. There's the last lightning bolt. We're going to kick the last lightning bolt, and the boss is dead. Very nice. Nobody died. I think nobody even got hit by orbs. I did 127k DPS because I was focusing on my DPS instead of talking shit about the rest of the group. Pretty good. So your boy can perform when he needs to. He just needs to stop being salty or commentating about things that aren't even that interesting, probably. All right, what can I do here? I can drop my Wind Fury Totem. I can drop my Stone Skin Totem. I'm waiting just a second before I start using any abilities here, because I don't want the tank to lose aggro, because that'll be one dead cow here. I'm gonna drop a stun totem. Okay, we have the deep breath coming through. I'm gonna start purging. Never mind. Blood Elf used his arcane torrent. That's beautiful to see. That's awesome. It should be back off cooldown when we need to use it on the what are they called? The next turbulent squalls. These are dying pretty close to each other in the sense of their HP is close to one another, so they'll die at about the same time. This guy is gonna get dragged through. Why did I slow him? I just wasn't thinking. I was like, use your ranged ability because he is far away. And then I went for the Frost Shock like a dum-dum. Okay, we're going to kick this guy. I can't do anything about this guy. I can purge him if he gets it through. I don't want to use my Doom Winds on these two guys. I'm going to wait for the dragon, and we're going to use our group heal on the dragon when he does the dot. That's what I can do, and that's what I'm focusing on. Let me just make sure that this Sanguine pool drops on the ranged. You guys can feel my pain. I'm kidding. They have to deal with, what's it called? Volcanic. Okay, we're going to Doom Winds into Sundering, into Lightning Bolt because I had to reset my thing. I have no procs of Storm Strike in that. That's kind of bad. I'm going to use my group heal here because the AoE dot's coming through from the dragon. Well, I'm having no Stormbringer procs right now. I'm doing wet noodle damage. I think my DPS is high from the group we did earlier because we just stayed in combat, because I'm sure it's not doing 160k on this thing. Yeah, Turbulent Squall was the highest damaged thing in that poll, so it was one fight, so it looked like I was doing a lot on the dragon. I wasn't. There was no chance I could do a lot on the dragon because I didn't have my procs up. Drop a stun totem here. Just keep them all CC'd for a heck of a long time. I'm going to get rid of these. Turbulence Qual might start casting soon. Okay, we have a knockback from this guy. We're going to kick this so they keep moving. I'm going to knock them back again. Just get them out of the Sanguine. Beautiful. Beautiful. We need a new Wind Fury totem. Here it is. I don't have a stun totem. Otherwise, I would drop a stun totem on these guys right now. I'm going to kick this. That's what I can do. And I can purge this. There we go. We don't want to use the Blood Elf Racial here. We want to use it once we are on the next group with a bunch of enemies. I'm actually going to save my Doom Winds for that, because it's a bigger group than this, and I feel like I can get more value out of the Doom Winds. Although you could make the argument that I could have used it here, and then I would have had it for the boss right off the bat, but the boss fight lasts so long that I don't even mind not having it available right at the start. Okay, that's a new tactic. I think we're going to try and skip stars or something. I don't know. Usually people skip this, but it is tyrannical, so people are more open to doing the Young Storm Dragon twice. I don't have my group heal available just yet. We're going to use it now. It was coming off cooldown right then and there. I'm going to use Sundering here, keep Storm Striking. We have Wind Strike proc. Beautiful. We can just keep Zug-Zugging while we're doing the group heal, which is wonderful. We're going to drop the Doggos and keep spamming the shit out of Storm Strike. Lots of procs now, so this is the exact opposite of the first dragon. Very nice. And the breath is coming on that side because we were standing on the edge. I'm going to hold off my DPS just for a second so that the Demon Hunter has time to grab aggro. I'm going to drop my 2 totems while I wait for that. Now we don't have Doom Winds because I used it on, whatchamacallit, on the dragon. I'm going to kick this one. I'm going to... Okay, there was a knockup from that. I had my stun totem coming down. I probably should have used it sooner. We got Sundering for the rest of these casts. Good. Deep Breath was going through as well. I don't know if it was my Sundering or that Deep Breath that took care of it. Looking to use my knockback if necessary. Tank is backpedaling and kiting them, so we should be fine here. Beautiful. Very nice. I'm going to drop a movement speed totem here. I'm going to relocate it over here so people can get it as they come around the corner. I'm going to drop a new Wind Fury totem and we're ready for this boss fight. Tank is keeping it in the middle, it looks like. Okay, sort of ish on the middle. I'm going to stand right about here and then we can reposition if necessary. We don't need to reposition. We can drop all our shit here. Group's getting low, kind of. Do I need to do anything? I accidentally got knocked up. I'm going to use a heal on myself just to recover from my mistake, so the healer doesn't have to pay for my mistake. We're going to get knocked up over here. I do not have the group heal for this, so I maybe should have used a healing potion. No, I don't have a healing potion available. We lost the healer. Do we have a battle res? We do have a battle res. Hopefully the healer doesn't take it in the middle of that. We might lose another person. We didn't lose another person. Very good. We're going to use the group heal here just to help the healer recover, because he just got rezzed, so he needs to build up whatever he needs to build up. I don't know how his spec works. So I'm just going to try and help out while the healer is recovering. I believe he's still recovering from, you know, dying in the middle of a fight. I heard the recovery from death is pretty rough, right? I used my defensive too late there. I was trying to use my defensive before I got knocked up by the thing to minimize the damage I take from the knockup. But at least I took less damage from the rot damage that happens here from just being in the boss fight. I'm going to try and help out with a bit of off healing there. We have Wind Strike proc, so we're just going to keep Zug-Zugging now. There's the breath. We're going to move over to this side. We're going to hold off on using Sundering until we have Doom Winds up. We're going to drop Doggos, this, Doom Winds into Sundering, into Storm Strike spam. We're going to have to get knocked up here. Wind Strike, another proc of Wind Strike. That's beautiful. We're downwind. That's not good. Or upwind, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. We have this haste debuff instead of the haste buff. We lost our healer again. I'm not sure what to. I'm going to use a healing potion. I'm going to off heal myself. I'm going to try and keep myself alive. Right now I gotta be greedy. Gotta keep using Maelstrom on myself. I'm trying to get upwind so that I get my buff. I have Wind Strike proc. I don't actually like the fact that I have Wind Strike proc because it automatically uses my Maelstrom. We had another battle res come through for the healer. Trying to keep myself alive. The tank's dead. What the heck? We're gonna use our Earth Elemental Totem. I didn't realize that the tank died. What the heck? Oh, he got hit by volcanic, so he got knocked up into a breath or something. We got 13 minutes. Maybe it's doable. I don't fucking know, but we got Willa. Could be doable. Honestly, I thought we had it in the bag at that point, but it's kind of rough. All right, well, we're getting started with another attempt. Now the tank's mispositioning the boss, which again, you want to keep the boss in the middle. I say again, I talked about this in the previous VP run, which I don't know how much of it I will show, but basically what you want to do is you want to keep the tank smack dab in the middle. This little circle that's in the middle, you basically want the tank to be the hitbox of the boss, like this circle that the boss has as a marker. You want that to be filling that circle. I'm gonna use the defensive here. We're kind of healthy because I don't feel like I need to use my group heal. We have Storm Strike procs coming through. Here's the breath. We got to get out of the breath. Hopefully the healer learned how to do that this time around. I'm gonna spend some of my Maelstrom on healing here. I really just don't want to die. I feel like if we don't die, we kill the boss. It's not, you know, well, that makes a lot of sense, Vlad. I don't know how to explain it, but healing seems to be the weak spot right now. I'm gonna use the group heal here on this knockup. I'm just gonna start using the group heal right away because people are already low. I don't know if it's preservation. Okay, we have a person dead, so basically we can forget about timing this because we don't have a battle res. The person who died was our battle res anyway, so they were also our top DPS, so I don't know about this one, Chief. And we did get a lot of damage done on the boss. Let's see. I'm gonna push it. Fuck it. I'll finish this key and call it a day. I can't. I feel like today is just cursed. Maybe I'm cursed, maybe I'm underperforming, so it makes me feel like the keys are harder, but it's just me kind of sucking at the moment. I have nothing I can use. I can just use self-heals to make this easier for the healer. I can take care of myself so the healer doesn't have to take care of me. Getting quite a bit of procs there, so that's helping as well. Volcanic being annoying on this fight. I have to use some procs or some Maelstrom weapon to heal myself. We need to get knocked up. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? My stupid fucking PC just tried to kill me. I'm just like panic healing myself. What happened basically was like a window popped up, like I was trying to tab out. That was not what I tried to do. I did not hit the tab key at all. So I do not know what happened there, but it was incredibly frustrating because I'm already kind of high strung from today's runs, and then my PC is trying to sabotage me too. I don't know, man. It's not going to show up in the recording because I only record World of Warcraft. Like, I don't record my entire screen, just World of Warcraft, so you won't see it pop up. But on my screen, there was something covering basically most of what I can see of the fight. I have the group heal available again, I guess, because the fight's been lasting for so long. I'm going to try and get some healing out of that. Everyone's basically topped off when I start doing that, which is beautiful to see. We have a Doom Winds coming through, so we're going to do a bunch more DPS. Get those Storm Strikes in. It's like all about main hand weapon strikes when you have Doom Winds up, because if you have the increased chance to do Wind Fury weapon, and Wind Fury weapon is only on your main hand, so you want main hand weapon strikes, which is basically all of the abilities that you use as Storm build Enhancement Shaman. There we go. We killed it. You have 8 minutes 50 to do the rest of the dungeon. I feel like there's no fucking chance. Unless we do some crazy shit with the trash, I feel like we're kind of fucked. Did I not Bloodlust for this boss? I'm flabbergasted that 3 people managed to forget Bloodlust. Oh man, okay. Woo-sa. It's just another untimed 20. You're used to those by now. I'm gonna knock you back. Drop a totem here for these slowpokes. I'm gonna relocate it over here so they keep getting movement speed. This is an untimed 20, but I just want to finish it. I want to have a fully commentated run, even if it's salty as fuck. I'm looking to knock back the servant. I'm not gonna knock back shit. I'm gonna be happy if I survive. Okay, I managed to get out of there on time. I don't know, friends. Today is not a good day for DNV. Oh yeah, sure, target me again. Why not? I'll just heal myself so the healer doesn't have to do it. At least we can skip these piece of shit stars because we pulled 2 dragons. We pulled 4 assassins and 2 dragons, and we're just gonna skip stars. That feels... the math is kind of f***y there, bud. But what am I supposed to do? What can I do? I can do damage. I'm gonna completely ignore tactics for the rest of this run because there's no way we're timing it. I'm just gonna do damage. I'm just gonna zug. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, I didn't use Doom Winds here because this group is much more dangerous. Gonna put focus on that one. Gonna target this one, and we're gonna try to do some interrupts. I don't really care if I do or don't. I just want to do damage right now. I'm gonna use a defensive because these stomps are coming through. I'm gonna kick this rally. Somebody hopefully handles the other one, or they don't. I don't know. I don't really give a shit. There we go. Good job. Noxos took care of it, which is our augmentation evoker. Gonna drop a stone skin totem. Okay, Minister of Air actually didn't go into the Sanguine, so that's kind of good. We're gonna kick that rally just so it doesn't start healing, or so it doesn't heal the executor of the Caliph. Trying to not get that. We're just gonna knock this guy back. I do not want him to die under this guy. If he dies under that guy, he's gonna heal a shit ton, and I'm gonna have to be in this run for even longer than I already am. I don't know, man. I don't think it's Sanguine. We just died on bosses. Like, we died on the second boss. Doggy hop. Doggy hop. Not even murdering these poor things brings me joy right now. Truly, today is not a good day. I mean, actually, is it a bad day? I had a plus 21 timed. And I had a plus 20 halls of infusion that was pretty good. So maybe it's not all lost. It's just that there were so many other runs that were just bricked. I'm just going to move away from people. I don't want to risk anything. Ideally, you know, ranged would move a little bit so I can actually keep DPSing. But then again, then the ranged have to stop DPSing. So if multiple people have to move, maybe I should just move so that not as many people have to move. Druid stood in that one, didn't jump up, but he can just shapeshift and get rid of the slow that gets applied. We're going to move over here to the side. Flame shock while I'm far away, and back to doing my regular back to my regularly scheduled rotation. Chain lightning coming through right away after he does his little pyramid thing. There's the add. We're going to switch to the add. Going to do the static cling now, and then the next add that he summons, he's going to overlap it with a chain lightning. When the chain lightning overlaps, that's when we lost someone. That was our battle res. Yay, let's 3-mana boss again. I should have used my group heal there. I thought it was next ball that I had to use it. Okay, somebody has the engineering thing, so we're able to get another person up. I'm going to use the group heal. I'm going to do the jump here. I failed my jump. No, I didn't, actually. I got it. Nice. That's pretty good. I dropped my doggos. Probably shouldn't have. I needed to wait a little bit until he jumps over here. Then we're going to drop a Doom Winds on his head, and we're just going to beat the shit out of him. Storm Strike into Doom Winds into more Storm Strikes. I shouldn't have risked it there. I should have just done Doom Winds into Storm Strike. Well, what can I say? Sometimes I like to do a bit of gambling. I like to play it on the dangerous side. And now I have no procs, so I get to dance with the boss, basically. I'm going to drop doggos on this thing, try to crash lightning, chain lightning combo this stuff. We're going to drop a sundering on it as well. There's the static cling. I'm going to jump. I have a feeling people are not hard switching to this. I'm going to use my defensive here because I'm scared of giant chain lightning killing me because it does a lot of damage. It is tyrannical after all. I have doggos and a wind strike proc. That's beautiful. I need that wind fury totem down now that I don't have the proc anymore. I'm going to switch over to the Skyfall Nova. A minute until I have my cooldown again. I'm going to help by healing this druid. I really don't want my friend to go down again. He's blasting the DPS, so I got to keep him up. I'm going to drop Sundering here. I have pretty much nothing to use. We're going to Storm Strike. Again, nothing to use. I can kind of sit here and dance with the boss. Very low procs right now. Okay, we got a reset from the lightning bolt. We have this thing coming through, which is the proc. And that's the boss dead. That's unfortunate. Wait, did we just time it? Did we just fucking time it? I thought it was not timed. What the hell? We actually timed it with 25 seconds left. I was like, fuck this, untimed key, wah. But we actually fucking timed it. No way, dude. No fucking way. No way, dude. I thought the key was bricked. What the hell? I don't know how I feel about this commentary. Thank you for the key. And we're gonna leave party. Honestly, I don't know how I feel. After the roller coaster that was the last run, I decided to do another run, and I got into a Freehold. It's a 20. We have an untimed 21. I don't know how I feel about this, but we're gonna find out how this is gonna go. If we 2-star it, it's gonna be better than my 1-star run. Tank is saying, dispel please. That's a fair call out, because some healers don't know that they need to dispel Oiled Blade. We're gonna kick that so the tank can keep moving. Tank is choosing not to move. Other DK decided to pull that for us. That's unfortunate. We got a death grip coming through. We're going to drop a stunning totem here. Okay, stun totem took care of one of them. We're going to switch over to this. And by one of them, I mean the Thundering Squall. We're going to do Sundering here because we used our Doom Winds. I'm looking at the Stormcaller. That's what I'm the most afraid of because that Thundering Squall will absolutely wipe you out. We're going to knock everything back because shit's standing in Sanguine. That'll also give us some breathing room. We're going to drop a slow. Thundering Squall is over there. I'm going to use my Tarn Stun. That reached him. That's good, but we're kind of low. We're going to try and heal the healer. Healer will take care of the rest of us. I thought this thing was dead, to be completely honest with you. I guess I knocked it back really far. When I did my knockback, there's a bunch of things standing in Sanguine. I got to interrupt to get it out of Sanguine, so it keeps moving. I don't have anything to interrupt this with. Hopefully somebody else notices it. I can't be the only person doing interrupts, right? There we go. I have Sundering available for interrupts now. We're going to kick this to make a group up, and then I can use Sundering to hit everything. I have a knockback available in case we need to move things. We might need to move things now. I'm going to move this so that it doesn't drop pulls on top of the officer and shit. That's beautiful. Okay, I actually managed to contribute and be useful now. I'm going to kick this just so everything keeps moving nice and quick. I'm going to slow the oarsman. I can't slow the oarsman. I can't knock back the oarsman either. You just need the tank to keep moving so that when the pools drop, things aren't standing in it. Very good. That's the officer dead. That's the big threat dead. 2 minutes, 45 seconds. There's no chance for timing this. The last boss lasts way too long. So now I have another untimed 20. But oh well, at least I had fun, right? It's about the fun when you play the video game. You just pulled another fucking group. I genuinely, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm just disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed, you know? Whatever. Big Zug Zug, big group. I'm gonna beat the shit out of it. I have wind strikes going through. I'm just gonna spam wind strikes. Crash lightning, chain lightning spam. We're gonna use group. I don't have the group heal cooldown. Never mind. I don't even care about knocking back. If they get healed, that just means I can zook for longer. I'm gonna kick that just to keep them nice and moving. Do I need to do some knockbacks? Maybe I need to do some knockbacks. I don't even know. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do here. Like, we're handling this. We can clearly do a bunch of damage. We can clearly do big pulls and survive, but I don't know how we're not timing this. Like, I don't know what the issue is. How did we not time this? We didn't wipe anywhere, right? We have 1 minute 6. Where did we died 5 times. Why are we not like, I'm trying now. I'm genuinely confused. How are we not timing this? What did we lose so much time to that we didn't time this? Was it a lot of Sanguine healing, so our DPS is high but the actual effective damage done is low? Is it the fact that the priest is doing 80k DPS in Freehold? I don't know. I'm actually confused. I need to look back and try to figure out why the heck why did we not time this? Because we only died 5 times. What the heck? Was it like a poor routing? We're gonna slow that thing down. I don't know why I used to chain lightning. It's because my brain's like, multiple targets engaged. Use chain lightning, crash lightning. Because there was an ad, so my brain was like, oh, that means AoE. So you press the 4 and the 2 buttons. You don't press the 3 and the 1 buttons. I don't know. I'm confused. We're gonna slow that. We're gonna drop a slow totem. No, we're not, because we don't have one available. Chains of ice are on it. That's plenty, I think. Phase 2 is coming in. I'm not commentating much because I'm trying to think back as to what may have caused us not to time it. I'm assuming it's just a bunch of Sanguine healing, right? Like, what else could it be? We're gonna drop Doom with. Okay, the priest is dead. Maybe I think I see why. Maybe we just had a lot of people dead during boss fights for a long time. All hands on deck means I need to drop a slow totem over there. I'm gonna self heal here because I'm getting kind of low. I think it's because the paladin was trying to res. 1, 2, 3. We move. 1, 2. We move again. Try to take up less space. So I think there's hands on deck. We don't have any way to slow that. Never mind. The DK's already got it covered. I'm gonna knock that thing back. Well, I don't know why the tank ran into it. What the heck? I guess he thought he could force aggro onto himself and make it blow up, but it only blows up on the person it's fixating, right? 2, 3. We move again. 1, 2. Oh no. Ooh. That was a clutch gust of wind. That was so clutch. What the fuck? Is he trying to troll us now? Like, he just death gripped it to try and kill us? I don't understand. I guess he's salty because he didn't time the key. Well, there goes my dream of having an extra timed. What is it with keys these last few days? Like, I've been doing a bunch of dungeons lately, like last few days. All of them have been just shit. Like, really actual shit. Like, just really bad dungeons. Gonna use my group heal because everyone's kind of low. Dropping doggos. 1, 2, 3. Gotta move. 1, 2. Gotta move again. He's almost dead. All hands on deck. We drop a slow totem in the back. I'm gonna heal myself because I think I heard the whirling daggers. 1, 2, 3. Gotta move. 1, 2. We move again. He's almost dead. I'm gonna reincarnate because that's my little undo button. And what killed me? What the hell? What did I die to there? I'm gonna release that sweetie booty. What? Defeat Harlan City after destroying 3 chests of booty in Freehold. What the hell? What do you mean? I got an achievement? Whatever. Man, that was... I didn't think it was going that badly. What the hell? So I got both sides of the coin. First, the VP goes better than I thought it was, and then this goes worse than I thought it was going. I don't know, man. Thank you for the run, and I'm gonna leave. That's all I have to say, because I don't know. Like, I don't know whose fault it is. Maybe it's like a collective effort kind of thing. We're gonna take a look at healing done and see how much healing was done by Sanguine. That might be like part of the issue, but I genuinely don't know how we didn't time this. And also, this is definitely my last key because it's midnight and 20. Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna look at healing done, overall data. Yeah, overall data, Sanguine did 33 million healing. That's not a lot of healing, so we didn't. So Sanguine is not the issue. This is kind of low DPS, to be honest with you. I genuinely don't know. The blood DK did great DPS as well for a tank, and even the healer did a good chunk of DPS, to be honest with you. Like, it's just the priest didn't do much DPS. So what the hell happened that we didn't time the key? Did we just have a lot of people dead for long periods of time during boss fights, and then we just didn't have as much DPS on the boss fights as possible? Hold on, let me take a look at deaths. I'm interested in what deaths look like. Or where the hell is deaths? There it is. Oh. Okay, so it was the Swiftwind Saber that took him out in the last fight. What happened early on? What did I die to? Boulder Throw from the Crusher. Okay, so he died on the second boss from Grape Shot, and then again on the second boss, and then on Shark Toss, and then during the Trash. Okay, the Trash doesn't matter as much, but this was during the boss fights. He died a bunch on the second and third boss. For first boss, I don't think anyone died. There was a bunch of they died during the Trash pull. Here they died on the last boss. Okay, what the hell? Why did we not time this key. I don't understand. This feels like enough DPS to time a 20. Oh well. Anyway, that's gonna have to do it for this episode because it's late. I gotta edit tomorrow. I'm recording this on Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. Well, now it's already Friday, but yeah, I recorded this mostly on Thursday, so this is going to be for the Saturday video. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, like I didn't, yeah, kidding. I had fun. The Freehold one was actually more fun than the VP run, and the VP run was ended up being timed, and the Freehold one didn't. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, drop a like. Let me know what you liked about it in a comment down below. I read all of them, and I respond to the vast majority. I always enjoy seeing what you guys have to say. Also, if you keep tuning in and watching the videos, even though you're not subscribed, please do consider changing that. I would really appreciate it if you did subscribe. And if you're feeling particularly generous, you can also become a channel member. That lets you use the emojis that we have on the channel. It also guarantees that I will reply to your comment, because I will always filter by channel member first, and I'll reply to those comments, and then I'll reply to everybody else. It's not so much of a huge perk, it's more just a sign of appreciation that you enjoy the videos and that you want to support my little YouTube adventure that I've got going on. Let me just check real quick what our rating looks like. 2685, we got nothing out of that Freehold because an untimed 20, believe it or not, is not better than an untimed 21. So we're at 2685 rating at the end of this episode. It's looking shaky, but I do have most of the weekend to game. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Is it snowing, or is this just the Dream Surge stuff? I think this is the Dream Surge stuff.